All right, so I think we are live. Hello, everyone. What's up, Node.js developers? I'm super happy to be here today to kickstart our new hackathon. Not just hack where, okay, I can hear myself. That was not good. But now, what I want to do is we will kickstart our Not Just Hackathon, where I challenge you to build the dream app that you always wanted to build, because I'm pretty sure that every one of us have some ideas. They want to build applications, but they never find the time or they never find the perfect moment to do that. So that's why we're organizing the Not Just Hack to empower you and to motivate you to start building that applications. So yes, let me know if everything is well, if you can hear me well, because it's a new setup for me and a lot of moving things. So yeah, let me know in the YouTube chat. We see a lot of people here. How are you doing, guys? Can you see everything? Yes, I think you do. Okay. So yeah, while you are letting me know where are you joining us from today, let me quickly go into the agenda for today and see what we are gonna discuss today. Come on, you can do it. Okay, like this. So let's get it started. And today's agenda is going to consist of talking more details about the what, the why, and the where about the Node.js hackathon, in order to make sure that everyone has all the information that they need in order to successfully complete this hackathon and to potentially win some prizes as well. We're also going to talk about how to participate and also how to get the maximum out of this hackathon, because at the end of the day, you're coming here with a goal in mind, either to build something or to learn something new, or to have fun and to spend time with your peers, with your developer friends, and build something exciting. But that's also something that I hope you will get out of this hackathon. Also, today we're going to talk about the schedule for the next day. I really don't like that. Okay, I think we don't have the best quality for the live stream today, but we're gonna do it better. So yeah, today we're also gonna talk about the schedule for the next 4 days, because we have a lot of things prepared for you, and I don't want you to miss any of those. We have workshops, group coaching sessions, demo days, and a bunch more. And at the end, we're gonna stop for a Q&A session, and I'm gonna be happy to answer all of your questions that you have. So before we get into that, I really want to first say thank you to all the people who registered to the hackathon. We have over 2,000 developers that registered and then that want to build applications and build a better future together here using the skills that we have, the best coding skills. For everyone who doesn't, like I was not imagining how much 2,000 people is. And when I looked it up online, like you could fit a full tennis court with 2,000 people. So that's actually insane, thinking that so many people are joining us today at the hackathon. But before we get into the details about this hackathon, I really want to share with you a little bit of my story, like why specifically do I organize hackathons? Why specifically do I organize this hackathon? And to do that, I'm gonna tell a little bit of a story of what was my first experience with a hackathon. So if you're new here, hi, my name is Vadim. I am a full stack developer. I had experience working at big companies like Amazon, and also at a lot of small companies, startups, starting a lot of companies myself. And at the moment, my passion is sharing all my experience, sharing the knowledge with you guys here, and building a powerful community of not just developers. So back to the hackathons. The story starts probably 6 years ago, when I had almost zero experience building real projects. Let me see if I can. How can I view it? 1 second, guys, or I have to stop sharing the screen. Come on, stop sharing. Okay, I'm gonna do it like this. So yeah, it was 60 years ago. I had almost zero experience building real projects. I had a bit of experience like with coding. I had like some fundamentals. I knew some C++, but at that point I was not able to build something real that people would use with the knowledge and skills that I had. But I was very into like events, stuff like that, like competitions and so on. So I saw a hackathon being organized in my country. I called my friend and I said, like, let's go, let's see what's happening there. Maybe we will join some teams, we will learn from others. And that's how we decided to go there. And the organizers actually pushed us to actually implement our idea, because we had an idea that we wanted to build, but we felt that we are not ready yet. We don't have the right knowledge. We don't have the right skills to build that projects. We are just two dudes, I think 16 or 18 years old, around our people. And like, we felt like very, very like we had an imposter syndrome there. But yeah, the organizers pushed us to actually build a team and create that project. And that's exactly what we did. And that's how my first startup started. We worked the next 48 hours like crazy. We slept probably 4 hours out of those two or 3 days, which I don't recommend. Like, take your time, rest, because that's also important. But for us, it was so new, it was so exciting to be able to build this application that we just, like, I don't know, forgot to sleep. So this is what a typical 4 a.m. At a physical hackathon looks like. My body was sleeping on the chairs. I was still coding the backend and trying to learn at the same time what I was building there. And that wasn't just a project that was born and died at the hackathon. That project, we continue working on it for the next months. We made it production ready, and we actually launched it in our country. And soon enough, we started getting users, we started getting attention. And I remember the first time I was, the first like big moment, the big win moment, that I felt like, oh my God, this is so exciting. And probably that's the reason why I love so much building startups. I was in a parking lot waiting to go to another country, and my friend calls me and he said that one very popular news portal from our country published and wrote an article about us. And then, like, I just check the analytics and I see like users raising like 10, 15, 20, 50, 100 online users. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. That's insane. So soon enough, yeah, like our project started being covered by the news portal, by popular news portal from our country. And it was really, really exciting for us because it was our first project. We put a lot of effort into it, and now users are using it, are having fun, and we also get into the news and so on. But these are vanity metrics. Like, being in news, this will not pay the bills. So yeah, like in the end, the founders decided to stop working on the project. We went different ways, but it was a really great experience. With that project, we also got to TechCrunch. We presented it at TechCrunch in 2017. Yeah, we see here. So it was, in general, one of the best experiences in my life of growing as a developer, of trying new stuff and learning, because I learned so much during that experience that, yeah, like I attribute a lot of what I'm doing today to those beginnings. All right, so that was a bit of my story of why what is my relationship with hackathons, why I see them so valuable. It's because they worked really well for me. And as I said, I attribute a lot of my experience and knowledge that it was initiated from a hackathon, that one or different ones, because after that, like I was hooked and I was going to all of them. So what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to create the same environment that I had back when I was just starting out. I want to create this environment for you guys, for our Node.js development community, so that you can also challenge yourself, try to build a project, maybe fail, maybe succeed, continue working on that project. And who knows, maybe you will get to TechCrunch, maybe you will get like successful with your application. And maybe this project is going to be your main focus for 2023. So another question that I get asked a lot at that time was, yeah, like, what's in it for me? Or like, usually my friends would ask me, like, why do you waste your time attending all of these hackathons? Like, what do you get out of them? And at that moment, like when they were asking me, I was not sure like how to answer. I just felt that I want to be there, I want to go there, and I learn a lot, and this is valuable for me, and that's it. But now, looking back, here are some of the benefits of joining a hackathon and how you can maximize the output of such an event for yourself. So first of all is definitely networking. This is an opportunity for you to work with different people alongside. Maybe you can even create teams together. I met a lot of my current friends through events, through hackathons. I met also co-founders through hackathons. This is how we started that project. We met our third co-founder at the hackathon, and we continue working with him. And now we are good friends, and we continue chatting and so on. The second part that is very important is the opportunity to learn something new. Take a hackathon, not just I come here and I show that I'm the best. No, I come here and I learn something new. I become better. That's the mindset that you should take, because this is, yeah, like an opportunity that in 3 days you have to build a real project. So you can use that technology that you always saw on Twitter that people are using. You can try a new library that is starting to pick up a lot of attention, and you want to test it out in real world and see if that's something feasible for you or for your project that you're working at the day job or on the side. So yeah, like it's a great opportunity to test something that you wanted to test, to practice something, to learn something new, and also discuss with everyone around you and learn from them, because most probably there will be people that have a little bit more experience than you, and they will be happy to share with you what they know. Third, you will build a real project. And when I say a real project, I mean a project that has an objective, a goal to solve a real problem. And I always say that the best way to learn something new is by building projects, not by, I don't know, reading or watching or, I don't know, following something, but it's actually getting your hands dirty and actually building stuff, being curious, trying to implement a lot of stuff, trying to break things and then fix them. That's how you actually learn. Community is a very good reason to join a hackathon, and we have here a huge community of Node.js developers that I see in the live chat. How are you doing, guys? Are you enjoying it so far? So yeah, make friends, connect with people, share your experience with others, and yeah, let's build together a powerful community of developers. Also, prizes you get, in most cases, you get prizes at the hackathons, even though they are not the most important stuff, from this list. it's still nice to have them, and you get happy when you win and when you receive a prizes. Here I receive a prize from Ubisoft, I think, after a gaming hackathon. And most importantly is having fun. Having fun, building stuff. I don't know if only I am a geek that is actually having fun coding stuff, and sometimes on weekends I would, instead of, I don't know, going out, I would just sit home and code like an idea that I had like during the week. And that's for me fun. And if that's for you as well fun, then you're welcome here. And I think we're gonna get along well together. So now, knowing why and what's the benefits of joining a hackathon, let's focus our attention on the Not Just hack. And let's talk about exactly what we're going to do, when to expect what, and what's going to happen in the next 3 days. So let me quickly check one more time if everything is fine. See what the team is saying. Questions. By the way, someone from our team, please prepare some interesting questions that people will ask. And at the end, we're going to stop for a moment and we're going to cover the Q&A, the questions that you have. Now, let me see if there are some important ones. Okay, we can hear your voice. Perfect. Chat. Okay, perfect. So let me go back to the presentation. So, Not Just hackathon, what is this? Well, this event, if my keynotes will work, this is a 3-day hackathon for mobile developers. It's happening from Friday, 25th November until Sunday, 27th November, which means that we are starting tomorrow. Today, we're just making sure that everyone is on the same page. We're getting ready. We are getting a good sleep tonight. And tomorrow we start hacking, we start building exciting applications. And we have for that 3 days. We have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right. Hopefully that's clear. Then what we have is on Monday, we have a demo day. So on 28th of November, we're going to host the demo day, which is going to be live on YouTube. And there you will have opportunity to pitch your idea, to demo your project, and to join the competition for the prizes. I'm going to talk about how you will demo today a bit later, and also you're going to receive all of this information on your email. So besides that, we also prepared for you 3 practical workshops where I will teach you how to build applications in 3 days. I'm going to focus mostly on showing you the way, and then you're going to take it from there and use this knowledge for the project that you're building, because everyone is going to build their own projects. Yeah, I'm going to show you what tools to use, how to go about it. And what's cool is that, of course, we're going to also build an application during the workshops. So during the 3 practical workshops, by the end, I'm going to build an actual application, a virtual event application. So you're going to see how we can use these tools in practice and build this application fast. Because I know that a lot of people think that building an application in 3 days is not possible. It's yeah, like it's not realistic. But I can say you that using the tools, the right tools, and focusing on the right priorities and taking shortcuts for the things that are not in the top priorities, by doing that, you can, and I'm pretty sure you will build an application in 3 days. We also prepared 3 group coaching sessions that are going to happen also Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You will find all of them timings on the somewhere in the link on the Zoom events. I'm going to show you the link in a moment. All right, so here is our schedule. So if you want to join our Zoom sessions, then make sure to follow this URL, notjust.dev/hack-event. And there you'll be able to register and join the Zoom session here with me. And you'll be able to ask questions while we are building stuff, while we are learning stuff. You're going to be able to join all the group coaching sessions that are only going to happen on Zoom. And also you're going to be able to meet our developers and spend the time in our small community here. We have limited spots available for the Zoom, for joining the Zoom. So yeah, first come, first served. Make sure to go there and sign up in order to get the ticket to be able to join the Zoom sessions. However, if all the tickets are taken, then don't worry. That's not the only option. We will also live stream everything on YouTube. You can go at YouTube/@notjust.dev, and there you will already see the events for all our workshops. So if the Zoom is full, then join the YouTube and watch, follow it there. Yeah, only the group coaching sessions will not be live streamed on YouTube, but the workshops, the Kickstart, and the demo day, all of these 5 events are going to be on YouTube. But yeah, like I'm going to go back because this is a very important link. Make sure to open it up because there you will see all the sessions. You'll see the time in your time zone in order not to get confused with the timing. That's why I'm not putting them here. So yeah, like basically everything about the sessions and what to expect when you will find at notjust.dev/hack-event. So if you go there, you will see the event with all the sessions. Perfect. So what do you have to do in the next following days for this hackathon? What you have to do is you have to build a mobile application. You have to submit, you have to build a mobile application. You have to submit a video demo before Monday. For that, I'm gonna come with more details in the following days. And most importantly, you should have fun. But yeah, I encourage and I want to encourage everyone to give it at least a try. I know that we have a lot of beginner developers that are just getting started. It's okay to fail. It's okay not everything to be perfect, but put something together. Put the knowledge and the skills that you gathered so far, and try to see what project you can build with that one. Here, let me actually stop because it's quite important to give it a try. But at the same time, if you're just getting started, don't set yourself unrealistic goals. Don't think that in the 2 next days you're gonna build the next Facebook and you're gonna compete with them. And yeah, like that's it. Like 3 days, one developer is more than like dozens of years and thousands of developers from Meta. That's not gonna happen. But if you set realistic goals, depending on the level you are, then you are going to achieve it, and at the end it's gonna be a positive outcome for you. Also, yeah, at any level where you are, set the goal a little bit higher than your current level, and that is gonna be the learning opportunity that you're gonna set for yourself. If your knowledge is here and then you set your goal here, then it's going to be too complicated for you. And at one point you'll say like, let's give up. If it's not enough, if your knowledge is here and your goal is also here, then you're not going to learn a lot. You're just basically going to do stuff. You're going to build stuff. And if that's okay for you, that's perfectly fine. But yeah, for everyone else, think about simple projects that you can accomplish in 3 days. then write down on a paper all the features that that application must have. And then the most important part is go back and cross out all the features that are not a must-have, features that are not going to define the project. So this is where things become achievable, when you cut down features that are not important. So don't focus on, I don't know, like making a button animated and when you open the screen, it will jump there and I don't know, something like that, because that you'll waste a lot of time and you'll not have a time to implement the actual features that will make the application that will differentiate your application. Okay, so however, if if you will not demo at the demo day, that's totally fine as well. You are welcome to join our workshops. You are welcome to learn from this opportunity and to use this event as a learning opportunity. And probably next time, if you'll feel more ready, then you're gonna jump in and build an application. But at least give it a try, see how it goes for you. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to build something. Now, the exciting part, our prizes. So besides all of that nice benefits of learning, of networking, of being part of a community, building a real project, besides all of these benefits, we also prepare for you some prizes that that I hope will motivate you to give it a try and build the applications that you want. So what prizes do we have? All right, so we will have 3 winner projects, not 1, not 2, but actually 3 of them. And all of them will go home with $500 in cash. We'll go home with a Notjust development t-shirt, the stream and nhost swag as well. After the 3 winners, we will have not 1, not 2, but actually 3 runner-up places for the next 3 projects. These projects will go home with $250 in cash and also the t-shirts and swag from our sponsors. But that's not it. We also have something special for you. And the special one is our special prizes from our sponsors. The first one is the first special prize is from Stream, and Stream will choose their favorite startup, and that startup will win a $300 Amazon gift card and also Stream swag. In order to what's the word? In order to participate for the special prize from our sponsors will look, of course, at the projects that used their technologies, use Stream in the best way or in a very different way or in a very interesting way. So if you're going to use Stream, then at the demo day, definitely mention that, and you will have opportunity to win the special prize from the Stream. The next special prize is coming from nhost. And nhost decided to offer the nhost Pro plan for 24 months, which is actually worth $600 for your project. So if you win the nhost prize, that means that you don't have to worry about paying anything for your servers for the next 24 months. And I think in the next 24 months, you will have opportunity to be in a position where you'll have a lot of users and you will afford to increase it. Also, nhost will offer 1-hour startup coaching session with Johan Ellison, CEO and founder of nhost. I think I would participate in this hackathon only for this benefit, just to have opportunity to talk with the founder of nhost and to get his feedback on the project that I'm building. I think that's the most valuable stuff. Again, nhost will choose their favorite project, and they will look at projects that are using nhost for their backend. So if you'll need a backend side for your application that you're going to build, then consider using nhost, and you will win. You will enter the competition for the special prize from nhost. And lastly, but not the least important, our third prize is coming from who? From Notjust Academy, of course. So I decided to also give you a prize, and yeah, I'm gonna say I'm gonna choose it, but the prize itself is gonna be the full stack mobile developer, the ultimate package, the highest package that you can enroll at, which includes group coaching sessions personally with me, which are weekly, and this package is worth $399. Also, I'm going to offer a 1-hour startup coaching session with me. So I'm going to help you set the right goals and expectations for your projects going forward after finishing the hackathon. And I want to mention that if you are already a member of the course, then we will send you the money, the same amount in cash. So if you're already a member, you'll still be able to win this prize. And the way I'm going to choose the winner for this prize is by looking at projects that started from one of our tutorials. But I want to see projects that started there and build something additionally. For example, if you take something that we build and put it into a different use case, or continue it, build more features, implement something different. So I want to see that it started from there, but I also want to see some of your contribution. I don't know, let's say we take the Tinder clone that we build on YouTube, and then we build a completely different application based on the same mechanism. Let's say, resume reviewer, I don't know, or finding jobs, and you'll swipe up on the jobs. You can do anything, but there is so much learning resources, and there are so many projects that we have built on YouTube that you can use as inspiration or use as a starting point, and then implement extra features on that and enter the competition to win the special prize from the Notjust Academy. Whew. All right, how is it going? Guys, are you following everything? Do we have any questions while we are still here on the prizes? Or we should go next with a demo day and show you how you can actually, where I can get the Zoom link. The Zoom link is the notjust.dev/hack-event. If you go there, you will be redirected to the Zoom event, and there you will be able to register, sign up, and you'll be able to join all the sessions that we have. Also go there to check the schedule in general. Even if you will watch them on YouTube, I think it's very well organized there and clear how it's happening. Okay. Gracias. Oh, I have coffee. I didn't even see it. I was too busy and too excited sharing the information about the course. Oh, I see. India is not there for the list of countries. Okay, thank you very much for mentioning that. I'm going to try to make sure that tomorrow that issue is going to be fixed regarding. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Do we have any important questions that I need to cover? Can a beginner with just JavaScript and basic knowledge of React Native participate? Definitely, definitely, definitely. If my experience of like, I'm not sure if I went into the right details with my experience at the first hackathon, but back then I had zero idea how to build a web application. The only thing I knew is if statement, variables, for loops, how to sort an array, and so on. I didn't know how to build products. So I went to the hackathon and I just looked up like how to build a full stack web application. And back then, the first link that I saw was Django. And I started looking for an example of how to set it up. And I just followed basically the guide that I saw there, only implementing it the way I need. So if they are, I don't know, displaying a list of images, I'm going to display a list of texts because my application will display text, for example. So that's how in 3 days I learned Django. I learned to build a web application, and I actually built the application in by the end of a hackathon. So it's definitely possible if you put your mind to that, if you are willing to do the work, if you're willing to do the research, trying things out, being patient when something is not working, and moving on, even though like you get an error, don't give up, continue, try, and you will get there. Another example, like how new I was back then, was I built this application, which is a full stack application, like a social media with Django. And at the end, someone came to me and asked me like, what API are you using? And I was so confused about the word API. I was looking at them and I'm like, I don't know, like Django, I don't know. So you can imagine like at what level I was back then when I didn't know what's an API, but I was able to build an application that afterwards was being used by a lot of users. So it's definitely possible if you have some experience with JavaScript, if you have some experience with React Native, then definitely possible. All right, guys. So let me see if we have any others. Very good question. So I'm going to answer this one, then we're going to continue with our presentation. At the end, I'm going to cover more questions. Now, the question is, do I need to use a specific language, tool, service, or am I free to choose any database and other technologies? You are free. The only requirement is that you have to build a mobile application. We are focusing a lot on mobile application, and that's that topic for this hackathon. What you are using to build that mobile application, it's up to you, and use any technology that you know best or those that you want to give it a try and learn. The only difference is that if you'd like to participate for the special prizes from our sponsors, they will prioritize the projects that are using their technologies, in this case, stream and host. So yeah, feel free to use anything that you know best. Okay, so back to our presentation, how our demo day is going to happen. The demo day is going to happen on Monday, 28th of November. And during our demo day. For the demo day, in order to participate, you will have to submit a 3 minutes video presentation, which will have the next structure. Start with a basic intro, introduce yourself and the project really quick, like 1 sentence, that's enough. Then talk about the problem. Again, real quick, what is the problem that your application is trying to solve? So shall I give an example here? I can do it afterwards. After that, in a 1 minute, in 1 sentence, talk about the solution. What exactly you are going to build to solve that problem. In the solution part, take the opportunity to talk about the big picture. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that you will build this solution during the hackathon. It means that that's how you envision the solution to this problem. And at the hackathon, I can build a piece of that solution, an MVP. And here, I think a good example of what I'm saying is the how to build a car. You don't start by by putting some wheels and saying that that's a car, and then putting some like a frame and then doors and so on. No, you don't do that, because by putting on simply wheels, that's not going to be usable. That's not going to solve the problem that you are intending to solve. What you want to do is, if your solution is to build a car, start with a skateboard, because the skateboard will be much easier to build, but at the same time, it's going to solve the same problem of getting from point A to point B, and then build a bicycle, and then build the car finally. So yeah, talk about the solution and how you want to solve the problem. Then talk about the technologies that you used to build the project. You can list them out. Here is going to be your opportunity to mention the technologies that you use from our sponsors, and enter the challenge to get those prizes. And lastly, show us a bit the application. Show us a small demo of the main features that the application has. This one, again, should be very small, because we are limited by time. We're going to have a lot of applications, so it's going to be challenging for us to make sure that everyone will have opportunity to present at the demo day. Finally, tell us in one sentence, what's next for you? Are you planning to continue working on this project? Are you planning to improve it somehow? Or you said like, okay, that's it. Like I learned what I had to learn. It was a fun experience. Now I'm going to get back to my job or to do something else. That's also fine. Okay, so more information about the demo day you will also receive on email, and you can see on notjust.dev/hack. Okay, so for the evaluation criteria, how we are going to evaluate the projects. For that, all projects will be judged by our juries. We will have 3 or 4 judges that will, basically rate and judge the projects that were submitted at the demo day. And the criteria for scoring is going to be the next one. First of all is the idea. Give me 1 second. Okay, first of all is the idea. How good is the idea that you're trying to build in the real world, or how useful it is? Yeah, it's important, and this is going to be one of the criterias, because I don't know, if you are building something really useless, but you build it very good UI, very good UX, perfectly realized, finished until the end, very good presentation, but if the idea is not something useful in the world, or not something needed, then I don't think there is you're not going to get the maximum points. So think about like a problem and the solution that you'd like to build. Then we're going to look at the UI UX. Here, we're not going to look at fancy animations or stuff like that. We're going to look at being consistent, having some taste in the user interface, balancing out your elements, not crowding everything, not cramping anything, and in general, having a decent user interface that is usable. Again, don't overinvest in like crazy animations and crazy user experience, because that's time consuming and you don't have the time during 3 days hackathon. Focus on features first, and then focus on polishing. Probably you're not going to have time for polishing, but first comes features and actual functionality, actually solving the problem, and then making it beautiful. Then we're going to look at the realization. We're going to see here, based on your idea, how well did you realize it? How complete is the project? Because of course, you will not be able to build everything, and that's okay. Be upfront with that during your demo presentation. Say like, this is the main part of my application and this is where I spend time, but this part, like with, I don't know, liking or something like that, is not very important, and at the moment is just like a mock, like it's not being saved. So this is how it will look. At the moment it's not working, but we will be able to do it later. And finally, your presentation skills. This is also quite important for a project, to present it, to drive attention, to drive excitement for your project, because if you're going to continue working on the project, that's going to be quite important for the success of a project. You're always going to have to present it, you're always going to have to pitch it, and you better get good at that earlier. The requirements for the projects. Yeah, as I said, the project should be or must be a mobile application. You can use any tools, technologies, frameworks you know best. That's okay. The project should be started during the hackathon. If you had a project that you're working for the last like months or the last years on that, it's not going to be fair to sign up for this hackathon, because everyone here will start a new project, and to be fair, everyone should start from the same page. Also, you can work alone or you can work in teams. If you already have some teams for your project, if you have developer friends, invite them, gather together and spend a weekend building together. It's going to be fun if you're doing it in a group of people, and also you can join our Discord and maybe find a team there. It's on you to find the team. We're not gonna we're out of a capacity to organize the teams, but if you find a team, then go for it and build something better in a bigger group. Okay, so yeah, demo day. Yeah, let's stop here for a bit, and then I'm going to talk about the workshops that we have prepared for you. So any questions regarding the requirements, the demo day? Let me see. Yeah, the same question. There is a project I have already started but never finished. Can I participate with that project? It will not be fair, to be honest, to other participants that are joining and are starting a project right now. So if you can start from scratch, maybe build, if you don't manage to build everything, build only the important stuff, but show us what you managed to do in these 3 days. With just with one person register is enough as a team. You are free to participate alone as well. So it's not only for teams. It's okay to participate in a team. It's okay to participate alone as well. So don't worry about that. Do what works better for you. We want to give you all the opportunity to join and build. All right. I saw someone is saying, I do not know React Native, but I have experience with React.js. I think that this is the best opportunity for you to expand your knowledge in React.js by learning React Native as well. And it's going to be super easy for you to do that because you have experience with React.js, and take this opportunity to learn React Native and build an application. We have a bunch of tutorials on the channel, so you can check them out down below and get started and see how it goes. When does the hackathon start? Very good question. The hackathon starts tomorrow, Friday, 25th November. Today, we're just making sure that everyone knows everything, everyone is on the same page. And what I want to share next is I want to share information about our workshops. We have prepared, of course, I always take it extra, and I cannot just simply put together a hackathon and let you do your stuff and then come at the demo day and say like, hey, let's see what you did. Of course, that's not possible for me, because I always want to help you. I always want to get practical, to get with hands dirty, build something, and with this, hopefully help you build your application. So for that reason, I decided that during the 3 days, we're going to host daily workshops that are going to be focused on the things that you are supposed to work on during that day. So in the first day, which is tomorrow, we're going to have a workshop with the title Build Any Mobile Application with React Native. And there I'm going to start with talking about the power of React Native, why do we use it nowadays, and what's the future of it. Then I'm going to show you very good resources for you to get started, and also to see examples of projects that you can get inspiration from for your project. But of course, as I said, there is no workshop without actually building something. And for that reason, I have prepared for you a small build that we're going to do during the next 3 days during the workshops. So in the first, tomorrow, during Friday, we are going to start and I'm going to build a virtual event application with React Native. And I'm going to show you how to get started with React Native, with Expo, how to put everything together. And I'm going to, throughout this process, I'm going to give you advice and tips in order to build the front end of your application using React Native, if you're using React Native to build the application. So make sure to join us tomorrow at 3 p.m. UTC or GMT. I'm already lost, but you'll find this event also on notjust.dev/hack-event. There you'll see it, and you'll be able to join the Zoom session. And then we will also do some Q&A on the Zoom. So make sure to register, sign up to be able to join the Zoom. It's also going to be live streamed on YouTube, so don't worry about that. Okay, that's for tomorrow. That's for Friday. On Saturday, we're going to continue working on the same application, but I'm going to show you how to build the backend side using nhost. So building full stack applications in 2022 became so accessible for front-end developers with the tools that are out there to help us build backends easily, backend as a service. And one of these tools is nhost, which makes it super easy to build GraphQL backends in cloud. nhost is an alternative to Firebase, but it's using GraphQL, it's using Postgres, and there is a lot of things that makes the development part so easy. So super excited about that one. We're going to implement authentication, database. We're going to model everything in Postgres. Then we're going to use the GraphQL API. And finally, we're going to use Apollo client in React Native application to query our GraphQL API. So yeah, join the workshop on Saturday to learn how to build full stack applications with React Native and nhost. The last Sunday, the last day of the hackathon, here we're going to hold another workshop that will be very useful for you and very useful for basically like 90% of application out there. During this workshop, we're going to build a chat application with Stream Chat SDK. And what we're going to try to do is to build a premium messaging experience for the virtual events application in order to let people communicate with each other, share messages, ask the host, and so on. So we're going to implement like private and group messaging. We're going to do, and by using Stream Chat SDK, we get a lot of features out of a box. So we simply integrate everything, put everything together, and then we get out of a box features that you would expect from applications like WhatsApp, Telegram, iMessages, and so on, such as message reactions, replies, threads, multiple different types of attachments, like sending videos, files, audio, and so on, URL enrichments, GIFs, commands, server management. Like it's a lot of features, and it's at the same time super simple to implement it in your application. And why I think this is important for a lot of applications is that nowadays most applications need some kind of chatting functionality in their application. That's either to facilitate communication between users or as a feedback. If you as a company, as a founder, if you want to communicate with the users, or if you want to let users reach out to you, like you need messaging. Basically, anything that you would do, you would need some kind of messaging in the application. And the thing is that in a lot of cases, this messaging is not the core of your application. And what do I mean by that? Messaging as a core feature for an application is for WhatsApp. Messaging as a core feature for an application is for Telegram or other messaging applications. But for example, if you're building an events application, the events part is the main the most important stuff, and the chatting is just an additional benefit. Because if you don't have a chat, you still have an event application. But if you don't have an event application, you are left with just a chat messaging. I don't know if that makes sense. So because in a lot of cases, chatting is just an additional feature, then it doesn't make a lot of sense to invest a lot of time in building these chatting functionalities, especially building them with all the features that users expect nowadays, like message reactions, replies, threads, and so on. If you'd have to do it yourself or with your development team, you'd probably have to invest a lot of money and a lot of time to just have these features. But with Stream Chat, we're going to add all of this in probably, let me predict, 2 hours. And if Lucas is watching, he's going to say 4 hours, because I'm always going 2 times more than I predict. So yeah, join our workshop on Sunday to learn more about Stream Chat and how to implement a chatting application, chatting features in your application in a couple of hours. So, all right, that's our workshops. We have daily workshops. I hope I will see every one of you there, and I'm gonna try to make them smaller. I'm gonna try to be at a limit of 2 hours, because I know that you have to work, you have to build your application, and my goal is just to show you the way, is just to give you the resources and to make sure you have everything that you need in order to achieve your goals and build the application. So that's why, yeah, I'm gonna try to be to do them in 2 hours, and at the same time give everything that that's possible to you. So Dinesh, if you're are you mentioning about the issue with India not being able, with people from India not being able to join the Zoom session? If that's yes, I noted it down, and I'm gonna take care of that, so that tomorrow everyone will be able to join the Zoom sessions. Make sure to reserve your spot if you want to join the Zoom sessions at notjust.dev/hack-event. Okay, so moving on, I think I have a couple of more slides, and then we can spend a little bit more time for the questions. So let me quickly go here, share. So if you need help, or if you're stuck with anything, then yeah, like we have prepared a couple of things for you in order to make sure that it's going to be easier for you. So first of all, join our Discord channel, and there you can get help from the community, or also from our mentors that will try to spend a bit more time in the Discord channel. The link to the Discord channel you can find below, and where we have prepared everything, a room and everything for this event. So say hi to everyone from the Discord community, and let's spend the time that we are not spending at the workshops. Let's spend it there, share what we're working on, share our experience and all our progress there as well, besides things like questions and whenever you need help. We also prepare the daily workshops that I talked about. And finally, we also prepare group coaching sessions, which are also going to be daily. And there you will be able to ask your questions regarding your project. So we will have them every day from 6 to 7 p.m. UTC, as well for the right time. Check out the Zoom events and you will see there the group coaching sessions. These sessions, we're not planning to stream them on YouTube, so they will be only on Zoom. And finally, I want to say a big thank you to our sponsors who believed in the idea that we have and that wanted to help us reach out and to help as many developers as possible. So first of all, I want to say thank you to Stream. Stream powers chat messaging and activity feeds for billions of global end users in chatting applications. And you can also get a free account if you're a startup, following the link in the description below as well. Thank you very much, Stream, for sponsoring this video. And we're going to see more about the power of Stream in the Sunday's workshop. Next one, I want to say big thank you to nhost, which is an open source alternative to Firebase. I want to say thank you for sponsoring this video and for making sure that we have a workshop on the backend as well that will cover the backend side, the authentication, database, and so on. So more about nhost we will see on Saturday during the workshop. And nhost is also free. They also have a free tier, free account, free plan that you can sign up and use right away. So the link you can also find in the description below. And lastly, but not the least important, I want to thank Notjust Academy. So thanking us for organizing all of this thing. I want to thank you, all the team from Notjust Development that are working hard behind the scenes to make all of this possible, that are preparing everything, are answering the question in the chat, will help you throughout the weekend. Yeah, thank you very much, our team. And for everyone who is new here, Notjust Academy is our premium courses that we offer for full stack mobile developers. And these are courses that will take you by hand and teach you the full life cycle of building mobile applications, from the drawing board, from the designing and architecting everything, seeing the vision of application until the application is in the hands of the user. And also we will have a Black Friday discount happening from 25th to 28th of November. So you'll be able to join the courses at 25% discounts for all our packages. All right. So what's next? What's next for you? The next is today and when I say we, I mean you, you start preparing the project. And what does that mean? Think about the idea. Start drawing some quick mocks on a paper. Visualize how you would want to represent data. Visualize what specific screens you will need. Write down features that you will need to implement. And then make sure to prioritize them in order to be sure that you are spending most of your energy up front on the most important tasks and features that will differentiate your application. And if you don't manage, that means that you will not manage to build some other less important stuff. Because a lot of times I see people starting with authentication flows because That's what you see when you open any application for the first time, the authentication flow. However, is that important? Will that impact the success of your project if you have a good authentication flow or not? Authentication flows are like a must nowadays, so don't spend a lot of time there. We will not pay a lot of attention on things like this. Spend your energy on the main things that will solve a real problem. And if you have to take shortcuts, if you have to work with some dummy data, if you don't manage to implement, let's say, authentication for some reason, then it's okay if you just show us the core, that features that are important for the product that will solve problems for the users. If that's working, then everyone is going to be happy. Another thing that you can do today is make sure your environment is ready. If you know already what tools and technologies you are using, make sure that they are ready and they are updated, in order not to have like some surprises tomorrow where you'll have to wait for some tools to update half a day, or spend some time like figuring out why something is not working in your environment. So set up a empty project, run it, make sure it's running, and if everything is okay from your environment standpoint, then you can go to sleep without worry. Regarding if you are working with React Native, then we have on our channel very good tutorials on setting up your environment, both for Expo, for Windows and Mac OS, and also for React Native CLI, also for Windows and Mac OS. I recommend everyone, especially at the hackathon, to use Expo because it's going to be much easier to get started. You don't have to install a lot of dependencies for Expo to be able to develop applications with Expo. And it also, like, it's going to speed up your process by a lot. Like, you're going to move much faster. You're going to be able to share your project with others. And yeah, in general, it's going to be a smoother experience for you, especially during a hackathon. So that's for today. Nothing more than that you need to do today, besides also making sure that if you want to join the Zoom sessions, to sign up following the link in the description below, so that tomorrow you will have a space to join the Zoom meetings. Speaking about tomorrow, which is Friday, we start working on the application. Not we, but you start working on the application. You'll wake up in the morning, take a coffee. If you have work, then it's okay to start like later and then spend during the weekend a bit more time, depending on what application you're going to build. If you do not have work tomorrow, that's also fine. Like, you can spend a bit more time to invest in the application. At 3 p.m. GMT, I invite you to join the workshop, which is going to take probably 2 hours maximum. I'm going to try to do it let's say 2 hours. And at 6 p.m. from 7 p.m. GMT, you can also join the group coaching sessions. If you have some questions, if you need some help, then you can do that, which is optional. Like the group coaching session, if you do not have any questions and you'd rather spend it building your project, then I'd suggest skipping the group coaching sessions, because the workshop will be much more valuable for you and you will learn much more from the workshops. So that's for tomorrow, Friday. Super excited day. It's the first day of the hackathon. Finally, I'm going to see people starting building things, because for the last probably month, everything that I did was like preparing this event. So I think we reached that point in our presentation. It's the Q&A time, and I'm gonna try to go through the questions and see what questions you have, guys, to clarify them today. And to get started from tomorrow building stuff. So let me grab some coffee. Okay, it's going to be a bit more difficult to find all the questions that I missed. If we have someone from the team that gathered the questions, please send it to me. Okay. Ripon on Zoom is saying, I'm a beginner. Thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to join for free. It's my pleasure to be able to offer these opportunities to everyone. And if you're following from the beginning, this is actually the reason why I'm organizing these events, because I want to give you the opportunity that at a point in time, someone gave it to me by organizing a hackathon, by inviting me, by encouraging me to build that application, by believing in me, and so on. So I hope that if at least someone will start a project that will continue working for the next time, the next year, and if it's gonna become successful, I think that is the biggest win that we can get out of this hackathon as organizers. So I really hope to see your applications on market, because we, from the previous hackathon that were organized, because this is our third or fourth this year, from the previous one, our participants, our winners already submitted the application to the store. The application is already published and is being used by a lot of people, which is really, really exciting for a project. Me and my friend register from 2 different accounts, and we want to work as a team. How can we? In order to work as a team, you don't have to do anything. Just sit down, work as a team, and then at the demo day, if you are in the same room, you can do the video presentation together, or one of you will do the video presentation and mention who is your teammates as well, to give them the credits that they deserve. And then you will you'll split the win among you yourself. So that's how it's going to happen. You don't have to do anything in order to register as a team. Which is the deadline to submit the presentation? For the deadline for the presentation, to be honest, I didn't set it yet, but it will be somewhere Monday morning, so that we have time to put them together until that demo day, which is Monday at 3 p.m. So we will need some time to put them together. And I see that my autofocus is not working. Could you suggest us some applications that can be useful, or some idea for an application that is a problem solver? Haven't prepared anything in that regards, but yeah, like the ideas are limitless. And of course, the ideas are limitless. And at this moment, I'm not going to be able to come up with anything here that you can use. No, but how I usually approach this is by looking at inconveniences that I personally have. So things that I do in my day-to-day life that I say like, oh, I don't want to do that, or oh, that's so like hard, that's so inefficient or time consuming, like I wish it was a different way. And the first step like is to develop this characteristic of seeing problems. That's not a bad thing, because by seeing problems we see opportunities. So yeah, like look around you and see where things could be done better and give it a try. All the big problems, all the big applications started with problems. For example, how Airbnb started. Two co-founders, if I'm not mistaken, they were designers. they went from USA to Paris to a conference. And when they got there, they saw that they couldn't find any hotels around the conference because it was a big conference and everyone is just moving into the same city. So there is no availability to book a hotel. So what they thought they decided to do is to offer this kind of shareable rooms specifically for in the cities where they were events. So if some big event is happening, they started going there and started, like trying this idea. And initially they did it with their own home, and they saw that people didn't mind doing that. So again, they saw a problem not being able to find hotels around crowded events. And then the solution is to offer a peer-to-peer network for people to share bedrooms, not like necessarily hotels. The same thing happened with Uber. With Uber, yeah, like they were not able to find like proper taxis also in some rush hours. So we saw this problem and they thought like, how can we solve it? So yeah, look for problems, brainstorm how you can do better or what can be done better. And yeah, like be as crazy as you want. You don't have to be realistic. Sometimes being unrealistic is also beneficial to see, like for example, if you see a problem, you can ask yourself, like in a completely perfect world, like how will this work in order not to have this problem? So like some unrealistic ways of for the problem that you cannot find a taxi is to, I don't know, like some teleportation, because in that case you don't need the taxi. So it's the same problem for both teleportation and for the Ubers, but the solution is different. So as you can see, like there are multiple ways that can solve the same problem. Okay, so I think from the Q&A on Discord, managed to answer most of the questions. I'm solo here. Can I join someone's group? Guys, feel free to group up. You can use Discord for that, to communicate and to find group members. We will prepare a chat room for if you're looking for a team. We will prepare that chat room on Discord. But be careful because you don't have a lot of time to do that. So if you find the team, try to find it today by the evening so that you can already start brainstorming together and you can start working together. That's important. You don't have a lot of time. It's just 3 days, guys, and speed matters. When hackathon will start? It's going to start tomorrow, 25th, but actually it's already started. So we can say the hackathon started. Let's go. Yeah, no, definitely. We're saying that it starts tomorrow, but we will not be able to check if you already started working or not. So if you're not doing anything this evening, you better start preparing the application. But as I said before, the activities for today should not be like actual coding. The activities for today should be more about planning, visualizing exactly like what you're gonna build, making a simple plan, achievable plan that you can do in just 3 days. And that's gonna help you move faster during the next days. So how I would split, and actually how I will split the way, how I would split the way I build an application is today I would sit down, I would draw some mocks. First of all, I would think about an idea. If you already have one, that's good. Draw some mocks, write down a list of tasks that you want to do, a list of features, prioritize them, as I said, and tomorrow start working on the front end. build only focus on the front end tomorrow. Try to have like a basic user interface for the feature that you need. Focus again on the most important screens, on the most important features. Leave out things that are not important for now. Be very rough with cutting out. Don't be afraid, because you'd rather have something small that is actually working than having something like a lot of features that none of them are actually working. All of them are just there for the design. I don't know. Then on Saturday, I would focus on building the backend, trying to store the data in the database if you need one, because definitely not all the projects need a backend. If you're building like a utility application, I don't know, let's say a calorie tracker, maybe you do not need a backend for that. You can store everything on the device storage. Or if you build an actual utility application like converter of currency, in that case, you don't need a backend. You can do that automatically there. But if you need one, spend the Saturday on setting it up, set up, most importantly, the database. Also, if you have time, set up authentication. And on Sunday is for focusing on polishing the application. On Sunday is the day when you can use Stream Chat SDK to add these chatting functionalities to your application. And by doing that, you're going to improve the user experience and the features in your application by a lot. You can also finish up some of the tasks that you started before. You can polish something up if you have time, but probably you will not have, because I know from my experience that the last day is actually hardest, and you are working a lot, like trying to put out fires. Something is not working, you're trying to do it, then something else breaks, you're going there, fixing it, and that's how it goes. But that's the fun part, because on Monday, that's it. We will have a demo day, and we will enjoy the Monday. Okay, the Discord server link. The Discord server link you will find in the description of this video. I'm gonna copy it. No, it's not in the description yet. Okay. Let me paste in here. Let me paste the Discord link for people to be able to join. So where should be somewhere here. And if we go, yeah, here is the Discord link. I'm gonna put it in the live chat on YouTube. I'm gonna also put it in the Zoom so you can join our Discord. Thank you, Olatunde, for sharing it. Is there any other question that we need to cover right now? What should we do to register our spot? There are two things. If you want to join the Zoom sessions, then make sure to register on this Zoom event. I'm going to send the link. So here is, go here on this URL, notjust.dev/hack-event, and register if you want to join the Zoom sessions, the group coaching sessions that we're going to hold on Zoom. And for that, we have limited spots available. So first come, first served. For the rest, we will stream on YouTube. So you will be able to see it on YouTube. And yeah, like the live streams are already scheduled. You can put them to notify you. Make sure to subscribe to the channel down below and also to turn on the notification bell, not to miss all the workshops and videos that we're going to post in the following days. That's also very important. And for more information about the event, you can go, you can follow this URL. Dinesh, I'm going to fix that issue with people from India not being able to register on Zoom. And tomorrow you should be able. So after finishing this live stream, I'm going to check what's the problem there with countries. But don't worry, your everything is going to be streamed on YouTube. So everything should be fine. Sorry for the late question. Am I limited to React Native for my application? No, you're not limited to React Native. You can use any tools you know best. This is not a requirement, but I'm gonna be able to help you more if you're using React Native, because we have a lot of resources, a lot of projects with React Native, and it's gonna be very easy for me to show you an example of if you get stuck or if you need help. So, but if you have experience with some other technologies, feel free to use them. All right, so let me scroll a bit. Yeah, I see a lot of people are asking for Discord. The link is already posted there. Someone is saying, I speak a lot and I teach list. What do you think about that? It's so hard for me to actually have a live stream where I just talk and not build. That, yeah, this comment is funny. But I invite you, X Gaming, I invite you tomorrow at the workshops where we will do most of the teaching rather than talking. Is there a way to access the video after the live stream? Yes, this recording is gonna be published on YouTube, so you're gonna be able to see it afterwards. So many people from all around the world I see here. Is it for beginners too? Yes, definitely. It's for everyone. So give it a try, check it out. And if you need help, let us know on the Discord, and we're going to try to help you get started. Where should we submit the video presentations? For that, I'm going to provide more information on Sunday. So for now, yeah, just know that you're going to have to do a video presentation for your project to compete for the prizes. But more details about where and how to submit it, I'm going to send it to you. Aboma, we are going to do one application with nhost, which is a Firebase alternative, and you're going to see how easy it is to build applications with nhost. And the benefit of it is that you get a GraphQL API, you get a Postgres SQL database, and the developer experience is much better. You can contact me on Discord. I'm there. All right, guys. So I hope that there are no more important questions. If you still have any questions, let us know on Discord. If there is something very important, write us an email at support@notjust.dev. And we're going to try to get back and answer the other important questions that I might have missed today. All right. So thank you very much for being here with me today. I'm very excited for this event. We are just getting started. Go ahead and start planning the application that you're going to build. And I'm going to wait you tomorrow at the workshop. Tomorrow, you already should start working. Don't wait for anyone to say start. Or if you need that, I can say start. Let's go. We need to cut the ribbon. The hackathon is started. You can already start working on the application. And in the next 3 days, build something that you're going to be proud of, and build something that might be the project of the main project for you for the next year. So once again, see you on Discord after this. I will wait you tomorrow at the workshop to teach you how you can build any mobile applications with React Native. And it's my pleasure to be here and organize events of this scale for you guys.